Alrighty then. This is video 1. I'm going to show you how to make a classic Tex-Mex chili enchilada. So you're going to need all these wonderful items here, and I'm going to show you how to use them. This is my very first video. You're going to love it. This is delicious. If you like meat and cheese and enchiladas, this one's going to be for you. Okay, so this is more for the side item. I'm going to have these tortillas here I'm going to fry. And after we get done frying them, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. We're going to put cheddar cheese on them and these diced jalapenos. It's going to make a really big nacho. It's going to be great. And then get yourself a baking dish for your enchiladas. I'm just using this one because just because. Glass is okay. You can use any kind one really you want. Just because all the ingredients are going to be cooked. We're just really going to be heating all this up later in the oven. And it's going to be great. Okay, so I know everybody knows how to do this. Most people, but a lot of people don't. So that's why I'm showing it. Just frying these tortillas to make a really big corn tortilla chip. Heat up your oil. I don't know. Medium's okay. And when you get the oil start to shimmer like that, usually means it's ready. So you stick your little corn tortilla in here. We're going to fry that up real quick. And it's going to make a nacho. Just flipping it every couple of turns here to get it, you know, the color you want to see. It starts getting too dark. You know, it's time to the next one to do it a little less. But you have to play with the temperature. I like medium. First one usually doesn't turn out that too hot. It takes a minute to get used to doing this. I haven't done it in a while, so if you do it every day, you're pretty good at it. Just flip it around until you see the color. Once you see that color, it's usually almost too late, so you might want to pull it out a little earlier, because when you pull it out and it sits, it actually keeps cooking. It's still hot, so it'll get darker. And like I said, if you mess up a couple, well, you're buying a pack of corn tortillas. They'll probably come like a 50 of them. So let's keep this going here, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, we've already been cooking for a total of a whole minute. So now it's time to take a break. Take a little break, get some lime juice in there. Pour this up just right. This is a Corona Extra, of course. Add some limes to this, why not? And now you can continue cooking. Okay, after we fried a couple of these tortillas, this is what you're going to get. The first one came out kind of a little bit doughy, kind of puffy, which might actually be interesting. This one's okay, a little darker than I want, and this is way darker. This is the third and last one, so we might be going with this one when we make our big nacho. This is going to be one piece with cheese on it with jalapenos, and we'll do that later. Now to the good part, to the enchiladas, what everyone's been waiting for. Okay. So now, what I've done is, I have drained the oil out of the pan. Let's see if I can get this back into focus. There we go. And I added about a half of an onion. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there. So, that's left over from draining the oil out. Just leave that oil in there and use to fry those tortillas up. So soften these onions up just a little bit. And then we're going to add 1 pound of 80/20 beef. And it's going to be delicious. Okay, so I guess it's important to point out that this is actually going to be your enchilada filling. This is these looks like a lot of onions, but these are already cooked down almost to nothing, and they have a lot of flavor because there's a lot of stuff going into this. And just chop this beef up and cook it like you normally would your ground beef. Of course, I added a little salt and pepper. I want to season this because there's onions in here. Need to be seasoned, and the beef, of course, loves salt and pepper. It just gives it a great flavor all around for any kind of dish. Beef needs salt and pepper. Of course, the seasoning is important. So let this cook down to brown and chopped up into your little bits for your enchilada filling. Okay, this is what it looks like when you get done. Of course, ground beef cooked with onions and salt and pepper. And now you got your filling, right? So you want to get your sauce ready. I said in the beginning of the video this is going to be classic Tex-Mex. So I'm going to go with, I said, so I'm going to use classic. We're going to go classic, nothing but chili. This is what brand chili, this is what you want to use. Sometimes I add this with it. This is a red chili sauce from any brand you like, I guess, but this is a good one. I combine the two and use it as my sauce. But to go back to more classic Tex-Mex, to one I grew up on, we're going to go with what brand chili. This is the Angus beef, so it's a little bit better beef. It's a little like $1 more I can, but it's really good. And this is what's going to make your enchiladas really shine. So use Wolf brand chili. This is going to be our enchilada sauce for today. Okay, real quick, these tortillas, when you buy them, there's just corn tortillas you buy at any grocery store. They're pretty much dehydrated when you get them. So before you use them to roll your enchiladas, you want to kind of rehydrate them or steam them. What I do is I cover them with olive oil and basically just kind of cover them, pour some on there, and I just kind of flip them over like that to get them coated. And I stick them in the microwave for about 30 seconds. That lubricates them, hydrates them, and steams them up a little bit. You can put them in a plastic bag with the oil or spray them with Pam, which is a good idea. But this is really quick and easy, especially when you only about 3 or 4 like I do. And I'm going to make 2 kinds of enchiladas, these corn ones and the flour. The flour get a little bit more soggy. You can toast these beforehand. You can toast them like in a pan on a stove and toast them back and forth until you get the color you want. And there's going to be little char marks on there. That's good. That gets rid of some of the moisture out of the tortilla, so when it won't get as soggy and it won't absorb as much as the sauce, so it'll hold. It won't be so bready. But this is a good way. They're 2 different textures, 2 different styles. This is more of the Tex-Mex style, I guess, and this is more of the classic corn tortilla. So you'll really like both of these. Okay, so here's the setup here. You got your pan of where you're gonna put your enchiladas in, right? You want to cover some enchilada sauce to the bottom so that your enchiladas won't stick. You got your prep station, the cheese, the meat filling, and where you're going to roll. Add a little bit of meat. Less is more, especially in these smaller tortillas. And you're going to roll these up. As much as cheese or meat combination you like, all cheese, all meat, or both, whatever you want to do, and you roll them up. Because if you roll them up too much, they're going to crack and break and bust open anyway. So and then you get more of a casserole than an enchilada. So less is more, and more you do it, better you get at it. By the time you get to the last one, you'll be the expert at it. The first one's not so hot, but roll it up. I'm using one hand in my cell phone, so roll it up like a cigar, and you place it in there, of course. Alright, so there you have it. They're rolled up in my little casserole dish. These cracked a little bit, so you can do a little better job. Microwave these, oiling them up, hydrate them. Some people fry these corn tortillas a little bit in hot oil. That's really cumbersome, and I don't know, it's a lot of work and messy, and it's okay. These are almost like little burrito enchiladas. That's what I like about them. They're big, you can put a bunch of stuff in them. The flour is just a great, I don't know, texture is really good. When I eat the flour ones immediately, they're not that hot on leftover day because they do get a little bit soggy, but the day of, immediately out of the oven, it's delicious. So you want to cover these, not really leaving anything showing because anything exposed is going to burn up in the oven, really, or not that bad, but you know what I mean. Just cover everything best you can. And this can of chili, Wolf brand chili, even though that chili's going to melt down on here and just spread around on its own, so just pile it up really in the high points. It'll melt down and slide down and get in there and combine all the flavors, and this is going to be so good. Like I said, if you like meat and cheese and or chili enchiladas, this is going to be your jam. And can't really put too much enchilada sauce in here, really, can you? This is going to work out great. Oh, the oven's ready, and I set it preheated at 425. Let's just say the right way the first time. And we're going to add cheese afterwards, but I'm going to add little onions on there before, so they'll kind of get a little chili on my finger. Onions on top, little roast in the oven. When you come out, you put some more cheese on top. It's going to be dynamite and flavor town. Okay, if you watched it the video to this point, you're going to really enjoy this one, because this is a takeaway. There's the extra meat. This is a takeaway for a little side dish. You're really going to like this. This is something I learned, and it's really impressive, to be honest with you. We're going to make refried black beans. Super easy, super simple. You turn on your stove out here, and you let your little pot get hot here. You're going to add some oil, right? You're really going to, oh man, this is going to be great. This is refried black beans. Just your oil get hot. Hey, why not? This is olive oil. I guess you can use any kind of oil you want, but olive oil is smelling good already. The oil's getting hot, right? So you're going to add some garlic. This is minced dried garlic. I like a lot of garlic. It's good, 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 good. A little bit of chili powder. Let it toast in there in the oil. That chili powder's toasting in there, right? And I'm gonna add some salt, pepper later because only got one hand. So let that toast up only for a second. You don't want that chili to burn, but that garlic in there is releasing its power into the oil. So that's hot. You're gonna add a whole can of beans. See that sizzle? You want that. Add all the water and everything too, because it's gonna help it flavor and thicken up and everything. So I'll do salt and pepper later, and I can set my phone down. Just mix it in. Let those beans heat up a little bit. These are black beans. Bush's is the best. Great flavor. And you can start smashing these. This is a potato smasher, but it's great for refried black beans. You can just smush them down. And it's better if you hold the pot with your other hand and smush them down like this. And into the consistency you like. Just mash them. Let them get hot, warmed up. And this is basically your refried beans. You just smash them around. And it's going to be great. And then you can add cheese to the top later. It's your little side dish for refried black beans. Okay, when your enchiladas are just about done, you want to put these in Chef Mike right here. This is your tortillas you fried earlier. No oil. Crispy tortilla chips. Cheddar cheese, and these are the diced jalapenos in the vinegar sauce in the can. You don't want to use fresh jalapenos. You want to use the ones in the can with the vinegar. I want to say the word, but I don't want to mispronounce it. It's different. It tastes great, especially with the cheese. You stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and you serve it right when your enchiladas come out. It's delicious. This is also an idea I got from a famous Mexican restaurant in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, so it's about go time. Here's what you're dealing with. They're ready to come out. So we're going to try to pull these out. One-handed. Oh yeah. Shut this oven. See? Super hot. I had the broiler on for a couple minutes to get that top extra done. And now you're going to add the cheese on top. This is, if you add it too early, if you add it before you put it in the oven, it's just going to melt everywhere. It's not going to look that great. And this cheese on top will last a minute. It's the jam, man, I'm telling you. That's it right there. Now we're going to turn on the microwave for the nachos, so they'll be extra hot, and we're going to plate this. By the time we plate this, the nachos will be ready. Put the beans on there. It's going to be great. Okay. Alright, so we plated our enchiladas, and we put our black beans on there. And this is where your queso fresco comes in. This is your fresh cheese. You just crumble between your fingers. There's cheese inside the enchilada. There's cheese on top of the enchilada. There's cheese on top of the beans. And there's cheese nachos. Ready to go. Fresh out of the microwave. And if I can get one, that would be great. But both of them want to come. But that's not okay. So, once you get your nacho in there, you pair it with your favorite salsas. This salsa, which I'm about to run out, so this is all I got left, came out of a jar from that famous Mexican restaurant in Fort Worth that I learned this from. This is Walmart tomatillo salsa, which of course I can make both of these. That's another video. But these chili enchiladas, let's cut into these bad boys. Man, All that meat and cheese, onions and goodness. That's hot. It's so good. And you got fresh made black bean or refried beans. Who does that? Not too many people. Learned that from a famous chef. On TV, of course, but that cheese makes it so creamy. That fresh cheese, queso fresco. Yum. And then you got your nacho here, which I probably put a little bit too much cheese on there, to be honest with you. Yeah. But those jalapenos make it, man. I'm telling you. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. This is one of my favorite dishes. This is classic. Classic Tex-Mex chili enchiladas right here. This is Texas right here, man. That's Tex-Mex all the way. Get yourself down to the store. Get all those great ingredients I told you about. Make this. You won't regret it. So, see you next time. The vlog is over.